Hey again. In the previous video, we done from the process of whenever anyone change the request for any user, the user will send his location to the server. So now what I want to do, I want to click on the user and do this process by code. So when I click on the user, I will update that user request. That user will send his location, then I will see it in the map. So first of all, let me create a new activity for showing the map. So just click right here in new activity, but now I will look for map activity. So this is basic empty. This is not the ones that I'm looking for, not these, not fragment, Google map activity. So map activity, and that is just very empty one, doesn't have anything, very basic, and bam, we should be all set. So now I think we are all set here. Just he need a key. You know that a key. You could go here and say Google map API key. So he will take you to the Google website, and you know the process of creating key, get key for Google map API, create a new project, and you know that thing. So hey, get key, click on it, and we could create a new user here and just generate the key for that user. So we did this process before, you know it. You could do new project, you could use the keys that you have it, anything make you happy, go with it. So I will create a new project, name it find my phone Udemy. Okay, then enable. It will take some time, then he will create the ID for me. So let me. So yes, after a while he create this ID for me. That is, copy it. What I will do is just go here. He say here you need to replace it with this one. Bam, replace it. To make sure we don't have any error in the future, make sure go to build here also, change it to release, and change the Google Map API and release mode also, so you will not have any problem after you upload your application in the store, and you will not see any error. So again, go here to Google Map API and replace this one also, so you will not have that error in the future. So I added the key in two places. Now I think I'm good to go with my key, Google Map key. But wait a second, in the Java I have again the map is gone here, so let me just move it here. This is the class of the map, and you know why this process happened, because we did the startup when we changed the application ID. So now I think everything sounds good, so let me complete this okay, so next process is what? Is just when someone here in the main activity, when here we now here we have the process for someone. We need to process when someone click on the user location, which is in the form load event should be this one. This one will be get called when someone click on the user. So I have the phone number for that user. You know I wanted just to update the update for that user. If you go to the login, you know here's the request. If I just copy this code, okay, only that part, then I go here. Let me just show you what I will do. Paste that code. Okay, I don't need to have a reference from the database because I already have the reference, which is this one. I think I have already reference. This one, database reference. I don't need to repeat it. The name. So I'm looking for the child that have the phone number. Which phone number? From the user info, I will take the phone number. So user info dot what dot the phone number of that user. So take that user and request update the time for the current time. Now what will happen? Whenever you click on any user on the list, that user will send his location to the server. Why? Because you are updating that user location. So to make sure everything right, just let me run and see. Oh, I see this problem. I think because I have it here on release, just change it to debug, then we should be able to run the app again, and we should be okay to go to the next. So wait for a second and see. Okay, the problem is still, I think he asked me to update something. So let me just go where I will go here to the build and see here the map. He asked me to change it to 10.2.4, I think. So let me just change. This is the Google Map services. So 10.2.4. because there's conflict between this version and the version of the Firebase. So you have to use same version in the Firebase and Google Play services. You cannot use different version. You will have a problem. So just make sure, just resync them and make sure the problem get fixed. If get fixed, that's great. If not, boom, we are in the problem. So that the problem get fixed now. So what we will do is just run the app and see. Here we go. So now everything is okay. Now when I click on any user, he have to update his location in the server. See, he just updated. Now if I just change my location to this one 77 and this one 4 set my location. Now go back to the server, click on that user will get the request. Just click here, he get a request, he update his location. Now I'm good. Now what I want to do, just click here. When he click here, I just open the map activity. So yes, we are almost set up. So going to here, so you see here I'm just loading. So after I'm updating, I just call intent. So I say, hey val intent will be equal instance of intent. Okay, the intent should get application context because I cannot do it with this. I'm in the listening event, so application contents. Then I send the activity that I want to go. I want to go to the maps activity. I want to go to this activity. So make sure maps activity, then whatever Java, so Java class. Then I say, hey, start activity for that intent. But we know that when I want to go to that intent, I need to pass them some data inside that intent. So I say, hey, put extra. I would add the phone number. So I say, hey, phone number. Okay, passing the phone number, whatever you have in the phone number, the same this phone number, user phone number. Okay, so now when the phone number is passed to the disc activity, he will get it here on the form start. I could define val for bundle, will be instance of the bundle in this way. Bundle LE, not this one, should be intent dot extra. So getting whatever he have in extra. Now I have the phone number. I say, hey, val phone number should be equal whatever you have it in bundle dot get string. Okay, whatever you have in this phone number. So when the phone number is passed, now the phone number I have it here. But I will not show the map here directory. I will create a new event, name it here function, name it load map. Okay, and this function will get called on a specific event. So who called this function? I will go to the process. First of all, let me define here variable, name it database. Okay, reference should be instance of what? Of database reference. Database references. Okay, we should be initialized with null, and this instance should be here get initialized with database reference or Firebase database. Okay, Firebase database, then dot, then get instance, then dot references. Okay, then that is good. Now I want to load the user location. So in this one, I just in the constructor I say, hey, this one need to listen to the current user, the phone number for the location for that user. So how? I will tell you how. If you just go to the main activity, when any user he will save his location. Any user will save his location. If you just go down, you will see any user will save his location under something named location. So just take that, go here. I say, hey, I will save all the things under something named location. So users, whatever the phone number, I have the phone number here. Whatever the phone number have, he will save his information under location. So if you send Hussein phone number, he will take Hussein and he will listen for the node of Hussein and just listening. Say, hey, add, okay, value. Then I say object. Then this one should be value listener, whatever value listener, and this one should be open bracket close it, and this one should take two function on cancellation. I'm not interested in, but I'm interested on other one should be on data changes, and bam, I should be all set. So here I'm getting the data for that user. So there is different information. I say val td should be, this should be data snapshot. If you could name it p, or you could name it data snapshot in this name. So td will be equal to data snapshot.value, the value that's saved under that node. So that is mean if I am in this node, which is location, I'm getting all these value. This value will be key and value, key and value. So we'll do it in this way. So this one as a value, but you will change it as hash map because it should be key and value. The key should be string and the value could be any. Then bam, we should be all set. So then you go down, you say, hey, val, I have it, should be a latitude, should be whatever you have it in TD for the lat key. What I have it here on the lat key, if you see here, I have key name it lat. Is that right? Lat, L-I-T. So I say, whatever key you have it in the lat, please change it as string. So you could do it dot to string, I think. Should work, yes. Same thing, this is for lat. Same thing you do it for the longitude. Log should be same thing here, name it log, the key. Let me just make sure if it is log, that's good. The last one is last online time. I just wanted also. So last online time, I say, hey, val, last online time will be td, whatever you have it to the last online time dot to string, which is now I think everything is fine. I have this 3 information about that user, so I just load the map. So to load the map, you need to pass this 3 information to the map. But before that, what we have? Okay, let me remember you. If you see here, I have something named Sydney. If I just take this Sydney and move it to companion object, so I could access to it, and this is the Sydney one, so I could access to it from different places. Cool. This is be companion object. So now if I go back for that companion object and say, hey, you have lat, you have lag, I want to change these lat and lag to the Sydney one, so I say, hey, Sydney will be dot equal lat lag, take double, so this one should be 2 converted to double, so it should be 2 double. Hopefully you will get it. And this is for lat. I will go do same thing for log dot 2 double. Okay, 2 double, and make sure this is not Sydney. Just main activity, something in map activity, not main. Map activity, maps activity dot Sydney. Why? Because it's a companion object that lives inside map activity. So I have to do map activity dot Sydney, so I will be able to access to it. Hopefully, this one should be var. Make it var, so I could be able to change it. So var Sydney, I said everything. Just one thing missing, load map. I think I don't miss anything here. Load map here, the title of the map. I could add something, another companion object here, val last online. I give it initial value, not define it, initial value. And same thing, the last online, I will take it, which is this one. You could say maps activity dot last online, and just pass it in this one. So whatever you have then pass it here. So now I could use it here instead, marker Sydney. You could give it title last online. When someone click on it, he will know the last online. So now this map activity should be called from this one. Hopefully you'll be able to call this one from here. If not, you have to fix it. So now we was able. So the process was easy and it's not so complex. When the application started, I will get the phone number from that activity. I will listen to that node for that user and get the child location child have number of information. It is better to add this one in between try catch to avoid any error. So yes, so because sometimes it have an error, so adding catch will be good to avoid like run into unexpected event. So it is good. So here I'm getting, so whenever I was able to read whenever I click that one, the user location will send his logged element. I will get that 2 things, move them, save them here, flag load, then define them as a Sydney was a companion object, bump, I should be all set, and that is. Now let me just make sure from everything. here we go, should be run now. So if I just click on the name, I have to see his location on the map. So click, bam, here we go. See, he give you this location for the user because the user doesn't have any location updated now. If I just updated my location to this place and I just close this one again and just try to hit it again, he just get that location and he will add me in that place in the map. And you know that the map's too far away, so you could do some zoom in to avoid that thing. So you say, hey, I don't want to see the location in this way. I need instead to new longitude. I say the new lat log with zoom with the Sydney, and you give it, for example, 15F, and should be fine now. So if I just click it on it again, so you know the process. Try to do it from different phones. Try to make two users, everyone have it in his phone, and try to make these two users try to be able to find each other and see the data. So after a while, the application should be loaded. I make sure always set my GPS so he will be able to find me. So if I click on this name, hopefully I will be able to find him. So boom, the process should be loading the map. Here I am in the map, and if I just click on this one, he will tell me last online where it was. So yes, this is my process and this is our game. So thank you for watching.